Thank you. Next item, please.
Number 27 comes from Commissioner Turner's Committee on Public Works. 27, resolution approving an amendment, number 1, to the contract between Shelby County Government and Kimley Horn and Associates, Inc. for the Wolf River Greenway National Disaster Resilience Grant Design Project. This item requires the expenditure of FY 2017 federal grant funds in the amount of $1,354,500 for a total contract amount of $1,449,500, sponsored by Commissioner Van Turner.
We got a mover by Commissioner Chisholm, second by Commissioner Basil. Before we go to the board, we got someone want to speak on this item. Mrs. Janice Banks. Could you come up, Ms. Banks? Give us your name and your address.
My name is Janice Banks. I'm with Small Planet Works. My address is 99 North Main Street, number 2501. Okay, first to correct the record, Cuyahoga Engineering is a woman-owned business, not an MBE, and so they are separate in terms of the county's accounting for them. So on that, okay, that's a woman-owned business, a WBE. But I'm here regarding items 27 and 28. And as you know, both of these amendments require Section 3 utilization. And Small Planet Works is a Section 3 business, and we have approached both Kimley Horn and Sasaki. We also talked with Barge Wagner, and Barge Wagner is actually the only one of these 3 prime consulting firms who have Section 3 business participation. So it's not across the board where there's Section 3 participation. They're the only one who has that participation. Secondly, the administration in the person of Director Needham is attempting to violate HUD Act of 1968 by preventing the Small Planet Works joint venture team from negotiating and subcontracting with Kimley Horn and Sasaki in this regard. The Section 3 law in Section 135.40 expressly allows and encourages joint ventures between a Section 3 business, which is Small Planet Works, and a non-Section 3 business, who is a business that's a part of our team, JPA, Inc., and I'm sure most of you know them, a business for the purpose of combining our efforts, our resources, and our skills in carrying out that portion of the contract that would put participation for Section 3 businesses. And it also says that the Section 3 must perform in that joint venture at least 25% of that work. I have for you copies of the Section 3 law and the highlighted portion that discusses joint ventures and the encouragement of HUD and the law to allow those. So,
Ms. Banks, your time is up. Ms. Banks.
Okay. Do not pass these 2 resolutions until those firms allow participation, Section 3 participation on them. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Or else we'll be violating the law. Thanks. And the county also does not require that that our company has to do all the work ourselves. Whatever you may hear from somebody else, they don't. And if they did require that, the county would be violating the law.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you, Ms. Banks. Commissioner Turner.
Is there a response, Director?
Mr. Chairman, the Small Planet is a Section 3 operation. They have 3 employees, which got very qualified to do the public relations ideas. Some of the work they offered to do was landscape architecture, and that's in direct violation of state law. In order for you to offer a professional services in the state of Tennessee, you must have a principal of your firm registered as a professional, either a landscape architect or engineer. Although they can hire somebody as a subcontract.
You need to sit down, Ms. Banks, let him do his.
Although they can hire someone as a subcontract, they cannot offer professional services. Section 3 does encourage Section 3 firms to team with other folks, primarily as a prime contractor. The Section 3 government also states that the Section 3 person must comply with local contract requirements. And Shelby County local contract requirement is our subcontractors, we want them to do the work with their staff and not with someone they subcontract with. Well, I've seen too many subcontractors get in trouble financially and professionally by doing things they're not really qualified to do with some other subcontractors. So we're not attempting to prevent them from working. We encourage them to do what they're qualified to do with their own staff, and then it's up to our subcontractors to hire others. As a matter of fact, Commissioner, there are other subcontracts coming up that are subcontractors to Barge Wagner, who has a contract greater than $100,000 as a subcontract. They must also apply with Section 3. They must, when they hire someone, they must consider Section 3 individuals as their employees. They cannot differentiate at all. But no, sir, we require from our contracts, our subcontractors to do the work, and require them, when they offer professional services, to comply with state law, to have the licensed professional as a principal of their staff.
Thank you, Mr. Needham. Commissioner Turner?
I'll wait to hear from other commissioners if any of the commissioners want to speak.
I'd like to refer to our attorneys and see what their thoughts are.
And I think Commissioner Milton asked.
Commissioner Milton?
Is there are we on a tight time frame on these two?
Commissioner, you can always postpone it. If you postpone,
that.
I mean, if you do, I request you do it too. Either the next commission meeting, I'm not going to be available at the next committee meeting. We have until September of 2022 to complete these projects, spend every penny we have. Some of the projects takes a lot longer to do because of environmental, but if I sit here and tell you that a 2-week or a 3-week change in schedule, it won't kill the project.
Got you.
It gets started at different time, but you know, life is like it is.
I will say that I think that we fall within the guidelines of this, but I still want to give a little time on this. I would like to move to defer these two if possible, Mr. Chair.
There's deferment made by Commissioner Milton, second by Commissioner Brooks on both items, number 27, 20, or just number 27. On both items, number 27, 20, any objection? You want to refer, Commissioner Milton, defer to the next committee meeting or the next?
Yes, sir. Next committee meeting.
To the next committee meeting. We want to refer.
Mr. Chairman, I will not be here to defend or discuss it at the next committee meeting.
The next committee.
You can defer it. Yeah, well, but you will be back if we defer it to 2 weeks.
Sir, should you have to do it at the next commission meeting?
So you will be back in 2
I'll be
weeks.
here for the commission meeting, it's on the 3rd.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to change that to 2 weeks.
Okay, let's defer.
Yes, sir.
2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Yes, defer to the committee meeting for reference 27, referring to 2728. The committee meeting 2 weeks from now.
Any objection, commissioners?
I have a question.
Hold on a second, hold on.
Point of clarification.
Hold on, Commissioner
Is it
Reeves.
going to committee or is it going to the next commission meeting?
Commissioner Milton.
My request was for committee so we could spend more time to
Refer this
review
back to
it.
committee.
Committee.
Yes.
And what date is that? March 29th.
That's full.
But Ms. Needham is not here on the 29th.
We can't do it on the 29th. So what, I don't have a calendar in front of me. What day can we do it?
We can defer to
Mr. Chairman,
3rd.
we can handle it. We'll get Mr. Jim Vasquez, handle it, him and Mrs. Zena. They'll be here to discuss it for you.
March 29th. Okay. Is that okay? So, items number 27, 28 are going to be deferred to, referred to
Referred to
March
20.
29th. Commissioner Milton.
Thank you. Thank you.
Second by Commissioner Brooks. Any objection? So be it. Next item. I'm sorry, we're going to read number 20 into the record. Mr. Parliamentarian.
Item number 28, which is by motion, or motion just adopted, referred back to committee. Came from Commissioner Turner's Committee on Public Works. Resolution approving amendment number 1 to the contract between Shelby County Government and Sasaki Associates, Inc. for various National Disaster Resilience Grant Fund design projects. This item requires the expenditure of FY 2017 federal grant funds in the amount of $1,739,525 for a total contract amount of $1,834,525. Sponsored by Commissioner Van Turner, sent down without recommendation in March 8, 2017 committee meeting.
We got a mover by Commissioner Brooks and second by Commissioner Reeves. Yeah, we've already moved to defer. Refer to March 29th. All right, next item.
Item number 29 comes from Commissioner Turner's Committee on Public Works.